This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And talking to the coaches coming into this game, third downs were going to be big, and this defense specifically. Could they match the physicality of this offense? And so far, that was a big no. And because they got it by a good bit. They've got to be able to establish themselves physically.
He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Simpson. Here's a heat. Brings it down on the right side. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it. And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Miller with the ball. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Let's go. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now, they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Handoff from the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The offense changing the play. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it inside the 25. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Frazier. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding. On the move from inside his 5.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Easy completion on the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And they're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket,
Touchdown time! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Frazier. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the big throw.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it. They have completely flipped the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. And it's caught inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Off play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Though toss play to the right, I love it. And how about the receiver getting downfield and doing some work, helping his running back out on that big gain?
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Simpson. using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Buying some time. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. On the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Off the play fake. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Alabama pushing the tempo. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical and then go again.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the run, it's Frazier. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Give to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Just keeps slinging it. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Got his man to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football.
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field, making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big in this passing attack.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Inside the 10-yard line is shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Nice job by the D. Playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Out of the the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Give to the running back. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To throw, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crap.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake, but you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT.
He's got it along the sideline. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent.